Good morning, beloved family. A little scratchy this morning, the weather, eh? So, divine love. Unconditional love has given us life. Think about that for a moment. Unconditional love is the life force that courses through all that we are. With unlimited generosity, we were created. We are the gift of divine love. Divine love is our reason for living. Divine love is everywhere. It's in everything. It's resounding in the light frequencies, bouncing from you to everyone, everything, and bouncing back again. We are divine love in action. All that we think, say, and do, all that we are, carries a frequency of love and light. The lighter or more light-filled our frequency, the higher our vibration. All that we are is a result of our own unique resonance of love and light. Paramahansa Yogananda says to us, in the universal sense, love is the divine power of attraction in creation that harmonizes, unites, binds together. Those who live in tune with the attraction force of love achieve harmony with nature and their fellow beings and are attracted to blissful union with God. Enlightenment is our path. We are here not only to rediscover our divinity, we're here to live our divinity. To be enlightened is to open the door to more light, to manifest a higher and faster vibration, opening to knowledge and to love in the higher part of ourselves, our own God presence. There's a book called Electrons, The Building Blocks of the Universe. It's a channeled book that brings back some of the ancient wisdom from the mystery schools. And it talks about light. Light is the instrument of the great universal intelligence. We are the light intelligence, resounding at our own unique frequency, opening to allow the electrons to take us higher. Higher in awareness, higher in consciousness, higher in love. We are instructed to turn our consciousness to the light within. For that is the connection with the Creator, over which the Creator's substance and perfection flows to enrich the individual. How do we do this? One of the first things they talk about, of course, is meditation. Meditation takes us away from the chaos, and it helps us to do what the Buddhists refer to as walking the middle way. Or that means choosing to exist in between emotional extremes. Emotion, energy and motion. As we meditate, our hearts gather and hold the light. Our hearts are the center for that love, the divine love that we feel, that we receive, that we give, that we shine. Our hearts are the key. Now, they talked about electrons making the changes for us, and we are the ones that qualify those electrons. We tell them what to do. We tell them how to get there, what we want, by putting in our thoughts and our emotions. To explore our divinity is to walk the path of enlightenment. Now, one of the divine things that we've been given is free will. It's a present of unconditional love. While we live in a world filled with laws and rules and socialization, we're free to think what we want to think. And our thoughts go out and they do the job for us and come back. I know you've heard this before, but we have new people in the room, so I think I should share that one more time, right? So, from the ancient mystery schools, here's how a thought form works. We all have our own unique signature, like a snowflake, resonates with our vibration. And we think about someone with emotion and say, oh my gosh, I just love so-and-so. And so let's say our unique symbol is a snowflake with a heart in the middle. And it flies from you and begins to go from you. Like attracts like, so it gathers more energy. It's gathering more love, more love, more love, more love, and then it gets to that person that you sent it to. And it lodges in the upper part of the body. The dark thoughts, by the way, go to the lower part of the body. And not only does it lodge there, stay there and grow, but it's like a boomerang. And it comes back from that person to you, collecting more of the love, more of the energy, more of that vibration, coming to land within you and draw more of that energy. Now, that's very important. It's a universal principle. Doesn't matter whether we believe it or not. It is. It happens. It does. Check it out. Try it. Change your thought forms and see what happens. We are responsible for where we are, what we're drawing, what we're giving out. But the truth of the matter is, we are the divine love, resonating at our own unique frequency, changing it, looking at it maybe, examining it, saying, hey, I don't know if I like this over here. I think I need to change a few things, so tweak, adjust. It's not easy. It's not easy looking at ourselves. But our thoughts go out and do what we ask them to do, because free will is our paintboard, where we construct our lives, and our choices determine our life's path. The system of unconditional love shows that we're trusted. We're trusted to be wise and to know what's best for ourselves. Sometimes that's true, sometimes it's not. But we're provided not one but many chances to make it right. This system of fairness confirms that what we put in is exactly what we get out of it. Now that is love. That's unconditional love. Essentially, God says to us, I will give you all that I have, and I will allow you to create all that you want to create. Rumi, our beloved Rumi. Rumi reminds us, you're not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Created in the image and likeness of God, Genesis 1:27 informs us that we are entirely of God and all that we are right here and right now. Divine love, divine truth, divine chances. Paramahansa Yogananda teaches that self-realization, and what he means by that is realizing that you are at one with God and God is at one with you, not outside of you, in you. Self-realization is the knowing in all parts of the body, mind, and soul that you are now in possession of the kingdom of God, that you do not have to pray that it come to you, that God's omnipresence is your omnipresence, and that you need to do nothing to improve the knowing except make the choice to love. Make the choice to resonate at the higher frequencies. We are the divine, but we don't know all the answers. The more we know, the more there is to know. Rumi talks about, yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself. Where we resonate is where our lessons are. And our life is the mirror. It's held up to show us exactly where we are so that we can make the choices of where we want to be and what we want to do and how we want to do it. So, I wanted to talk to you about the I Am Presence. Has anyone heard of the I Am Presence? So many ancient ones talk about the higher self, the God self. In the studies where I work and study, New Wisdom University, we call it the I Am Presence. Now I got a little picture of it for you, okay? But I don't know if you can see it. Can you see this? Yeah? All right, so let's talk about that for a minute. We're going to start with us. Here we are, down on the earth plane. Can you see it over there? And all of us have what's called a Holy Christ self or a Buddhic self within us, waiting for that awakening, waiting for that resonance to say, boom, the light's on, let's do this, right? As Jesus walked the earth and did his tests, as Buddha walked the earth and took his tests, It was the office of love that they passed the test and became love personified, divine love personified. So being the Christ or Buddha is love manifesting in all that they are, having passed the tests and resonating at a certain frequency. That lives in us. We're waiting for the second coming. Guess who the second coming is? It's in us. We're the second coming. Jesus said, what I do, you will do better. You will do more. I got to go to my Father. I'm out of here. This is on you guys now. And it is. It's on us. So this resides in us. Now, hang on. I got another picture of it. It's an older picture, but it has the Holy Christ self there as well. So whether you want it to be Buddha or the Holy Christ self, it doesn't matter, because the resonance of love is what we're talking about here. Going into the heart. Oh, well, while I'm here, I may as well show you this one closer too, right? Buddha. So this is from a class I used to teach on the violet flame. We called it the pure joy system, because if you invoke the violet flame, use the energies to transmute and transform darkness and karma, you become filled with joy eventually. Just depends on the circumstance. I've seen it work right away, which we have talked about before as well. So talking about your divinity and the God presence in you, what's important in my life that's really made a difference is when I get out of the way and let the God presence do the work. Does anybody know what I mean when I say that? Like right now, if I start thinking, oh my God, I'm standing up here in front of people and I'm talking, I get in my way. But if I give it to the divine, then what flows, what comes, is from the divine and not from me. So I've got a couple of tools to give you. One is whatever you choose to call your God presence. Ask your God presence daily, stand where I stand. The Holy Christ self has a job to do. So you can ask the Holy Christ self, I need you to pray for me today. I need you to pray with me today. I need you to call on this one and that one for me. I need you to hold this vibration for me. We can actually put our Holy Christ self to work. Holy Christ self is waiting to hear from us. Where are you? The clock is ticking. You know? So I make it a habit when I'm not rushing around too much to say, I am that I am, stand where I stand. Oh, we didn't talk about that, did we? The I am presence and the I am energy. We'll get to that. And I say, Holy Christ self, stand where I stand today. There's a third thing I do. Our soul kind of hovers above us, waiting for us to invite her back in to do what's needed to help us through everything and to resonate that love and light and to direct our path. But if we don't call her in, she's hovering up there. And so not only do I say, I am that I am, stand where I stand, Holy Christ self, stand where I stand, Beloved soul, come home. Be with me. Let's do this. Stand where I stand. That's important. You want the energy inside of you. So let's say you've got a big decision to make. It's a job. And you want to know, there's pros, there's cons. I mean, we live in a polarity, a world of negative and positive. There's as many pros as there are cons about anything and everything. You can prove whatever you want to prove. But you want to make the right decision. So you call upon your God presence. And you say, I don't want to mess this up, so come stand where I stand and help me with this. Clear yourself. Go into meditation. Go into whatever you need to do to draw in the purity of that divine love that is yours and waiting for you to call it in. It's just waiting. So, the I am that I am. Moses, up on the hill, mountain, that is. Who are you? I am that I am. We have many names for God. This is the one that's recorded that came from the source, I am that I am. There was some information I got on it last night. The white light core of the atom happens to be the I am that I am energies. Anytime we say I am about anything, we're bringing in that God energy. So we've got to be careful. Me too. Whatever you say, not only does that energy come in, but the action, the thought forms that went out to do the job, they come in too. So, loving ourselves, taking advantage of the divine love, the gifts that we're given, is to be conscious of what we're doing, of what we're saying, of what we're giving to ourselves first, because that's what goes out into the world. And that's what comes back to us. So, there's something I read last night that I thought was really interesting. One is from someone called the Mahachohan. Does anyone know who that is? Ascended Master. Talks about the God qualities and their expressions, the capacity to serve and send forth the light. How we are measured, not only in this lifetime, but from lifetime to lifetime, is on our capacity to serve and our capacity to send forth the light. Here to love and help each other. Here to hold the light for the world. This is a room full of teachers. It's no accident that we're in here together. You're all teachers. You're all here holding the light, holding the love, holding the balance, and to realize that you are the divine gift. You are that divine spark. You are that sun, that light, that beauty to not only manifest in that heart, send it radiating out, but to glow. So, if you don't take anything else from here today, know how precious you are. Know how very deeply important you are. Know that you're here to do a job, not just for yourself, but for this planet, because you are the thinkers. This room is full of the thinkers. And know that you have the support right within yourself. I am that I am, stand where I stand. Call on it. Test it out. Enjoy it. Change your life to be what you need it and want it to be in cooperation with the divine of which you are. Namaste, my beloveds. Namaste.